Uganda's public debt of close to 90 trillion shillings could have delivered much more return on investment while accumulating at a more slower rate if only proper matrix was used to determine the country's debt sustainability. The current debt to GDP ratio matrix, according to a senior economist and some analysts, is not projecting the most accurate reading of the country's public debt situation.
The first forgiveness Uganda received on debt was not looking at debt to GDP, was looking on the money I'm using to pay debt. What else would it have done in my economy? If this money was supposed to repair the roads in Kampala, that's the cost of debt. So we need to interpret the debt in its present value terms because you are paying that money now. Don't even look at if I pay debt in 2030, what will it cost me? No, it's already costing you now.
There are certain countries whose debt to GDP ratio might actually surpass 100%, but they're actually borrowing this money and lending it to other countries, meaning that it's actually helping them make more money. While for us as Uganda, we're borrowing this money and directing it towards recurrent expenditure that does not necessarily yield in terms of helping us get more money. So in that way, the use of debt to GDP ratio actually becomes a problem for us as developing countries.
It's about how prudently we use the monies that have been borrowed so that in the end, even if we are paying back the debt, the population has had a positive impact.
During the technical talk dialogue on public debt management at national and EAC level, organized by Siatini Uganda, it emerged that World Bank and IMF debt sustainability matrix being used by Uganda and her EAC peers does not properly capture the debt crisis situation in the region, explaining the slippery ground member states have found themselves cornered into. Ismail Musa, Ladu, NTV Business.